Way to kick off our high heels at the end of the day, but it's not just painful. Heel-related injuries may be more serious than you think. Body and posture expert Dr. Liza joins us to talk about the hidden dangers and what you should look for in a shoe. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
So I just want to, first of all, before we start, just talk a little bit about your background and kind of how you got into this field.
Yeah, so I have been treating women for high heel related injuries for over 10 years. And, I don't want to say don't wear your high heels because I love to wear high heels.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it makes you look great. So I couldn't find a high heel that I could recommend for them to wear. I said women shouldn't be suffering from injuries to their knees, ankles, and back just because they want to look stylish. And because I work in the financial district in Toronto, a lot of women have to wear heels to work.
Yeah.
So that's when I thought, I can't find one. I want to wear heels, so I have to develop one. So I spent the last 2 years taking all the features and qualities that would help prevent injuries to make a comfortable high heel.
And your background is in chiropractic care, so you
yes,
definitely
absolutely.
use that to create this. So show us what you did then with the shoe.
Okay, so this is the Dr. Liza pump. So there's 5 main things. The first is the insole. So there's a leather insole with arch support. When you have a nice arch support, it means that you don't have a lot of pressure on the balls of your feet because you're not tilted forward. You have that nice support.
Okay.
And then it also has a nice cushion in it. So even if you want to jump, if you're standing all day, all that shock is being absorbed. The next is the pitch of the shoe. So you want to look at the overall height. So even though this heel is 3 3/4 of an inch, because there's a 3/4 of an inch platform, the overall height is only 3 inches. So you want to look at the height of it and not make it anything over 3 inches because anything over that tilts your body too far forward and can lead to injury. Next is the platform itself. So the platform is made of something called EVA. That's the same kind of shock absorbing material that you can find in running shoes, so that if you're walking all day, it can help absorb some of that pressure. Yeah. And then last but not least is it's a rocker sole. So treating patients who have fractures, who have injuries like plantar fasciitis, one of the things we do to treat them is put them in a rocker shoe so there's no impact on any one area of the foot. Okay. So I put that same motion in the shoe so that when you're walking, there's no pinpoint pressure, especially on the balls of your feet.
Who knew that was all behind a shoe? Look
yes.
at that. And yeah, I noticed the heel. The heel was the first thing I noticed. Just looking at the other shoes here.
Yeah, so some of these other shoes, I mean, they're all beautiful, and I'm a big fan of high heels, but when it comes to standing all day or when you have to walk around, it's good to wear something practical. But, if you're going out for dinner, yes, wear these ones. So if you look at a shoe like this, the heel is so thin that it's almost as thin as a pencil. So when you're going on a shoe like that, it means that you have some instability and you're likely to strain ligaments, you're likely to overuse the muscles in your foot trying to keep that balance. But on the good note, it does have a platform, which means the overall pitch, because this is a very high pitch, is reduced by the platform. And then the other thing that you want to look at is actually the sole of the shoe. So if you have a sole like this, it's quite slippery. If it's slippery, that means the muscles in your feet, they have to work extra hard to prevent you from slipping. So that's one of the reasons that I put a rubber sole on the bottom of these shoes, so that when you're walking, you don't slip and you don't have to overuse those muscles. And again, we mentioned the pitch. So this one, again, has a super high pitch, right?
Wow.
So the overall pitch of this heel is almost 10 centimeters. But with the platform it helps reduce it. But then again, it's still really high.
I never thought to look at the platform part here to kind of equal things out and balance things out. Okay.
Yeah, so when we're looking at the overall height of the shoe, we're not necessarily just looking at the heel. We're looking at the difference between the heel. So this is probably the overall height of the shoe.
Okay.
But when you have a shoe like this that has no platform, this is the overall height. So this is a 4.5-inch heel.
Perfect. So much to think about. Thank you so much, Dr. Liza, joining us in studio. And I know you help celebrities out there. You have the coolest life ever, but
yes.
Originally Calgary. Check her website out, drlizashoes.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.